we are live. We're here, and can you green screen, please? Jeez, so unprofessional. Okay, we're here. We're live. We're going. Last we left off, we had finished off Soto, wrapped that up fairly early in the stream. So we then started doing the Janthir Wild stuff. Everyone was doing stuff, and we got invited to the first meeting of the Tyrian Alliance. We joined the Tyrian Alliance, met up with a few people. I feel like I'm not zoomed out all the way. Okay. We went to the first meeting, found out what was going on, met a bunch of people. Krisha was there. Queen Jenna was there. Kaith was there. Bram was there. There were a lot of people there from all over the place. Ozaim from Alona was there. The Empress from Cantha. A lot of people around. Midway through the meeting, Iskarin showed up. Caused quite the scene. We were eventually asked to head over to the Janthir region to talk to the lowland Kodan. And then we were pulled aside by the Astral Board saying that there's more to it than just the lowland Kodan. They want us to find their lost wizard, Waiting Sorrow. So, here we are. We met up with the lowland Kodan. We got a Warclaw, or as the lowland Kodan call them, the Journeykin, which is fantastic. And yeah, now we're tasked with talking with Poised Arrow, the son of the Claw in the region. So, let's have a chat.
Here you have it, Harvest Den. Much to keep a newcomer occupied, especially this time of year. Have one last hurrah before the deep freeze sets in, then our time of torpor begins and things really slow down. So, enjoy the fun while it lasts.
Weren't you supposed to show us around?
A wayfinder needs no chaperone, yes? Don't seem the type who'd rather blaze your own trail. Your friends, the flora and feline, make themselves at home already. Besides, if you need me, I'll be right here. A friend of mine plans to take part in the dance circle. Poor beast dances like his feet are forged from ore, but I'll be cheering for him nonetheless.
Something, OMG are finally able to read what they're saying, something. Whenever this gets old, just let me know. Happy birthday. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. It is my birthday. Yeah, some good stuff. We're spending it by playing my favorite game, you know. And crashing raptors, you know. Bouncing around.
How about a test of strength?
Oh, it's time. Does the family understand the meme?
Person?
I'm not sure.
Can you make your own food? Do animals graze on you?
Making friends already, Kaith?
Delightful, aren't they? What I love about children is their shamelessly charming lack of tact.
Willow, focus. We're training, not harassing newcomers.
But how pretty she is! I love her flowers best of all.
How sweet. These were a gift from a very dear friend. A dragon friend.
There's a dragon here as well?
I'm afraid we're on this adventure without her.
Wow!
She's resting. And she's more than earned it.
Something you have not, Willow. Back to your sets.
Could complete these with my eyes closed. Now this newcomer looks like a fine sparring match for you, Swift Rapids.
Never trained with spears before.
Really? Bet you'd take to it naturally. Talk to my sparring partner, Mists of Dawn. She'll help you get a feel for it. Most Kodan train in spears before they can talk. Though some prefer to exercise their jabbering jaws.
Thank you for letting us watch.
So I try not to interrupt the dialogue in game. Just joined. Thank you for the resub. Very much appreciate it. Just joined Witch Meme. The Vine, the Jared, can you read this out for the class? And it's like, no. What's up? I'm Jared. I'm 19. Never fucking learned how to read. So the joke was, you know, I couldn't read, but now I can. So there you have it. Let's see, obtaining a spear. We can obtain a spear.
Faster!
Here to learn about the spear, eh, outsider? If you think you can handle it, you'll need to earn the right, just like any cub here. Like the cubs, huh? Must earn it. Fight. Help out around the delta and observe how others use the spear. In the time, it'll be yours. Once you have done this, return and show me your mastery against these targets. I'll give it a go. And because I've already done this on this account, I immediately have the mastery. Back you are. How's the spear? Weight feel good? If you need more practice, try these targets. Make enough progress, maybe I'll pass a good word along to the claw. So, of course you could read. You're not 19 anymore. Exactly. Okay. And now we need to pick up a spear, which we will pick up the spear that we got here. We get to play around with stuff. Let's see, force, impact. I actually want to use the, what was it? The Wisteria spear? No, which one was the one? They gave us one. Ah. Nature's fine. I can use this for a bit. Not bad. Okay, and then if we swap back and forth along the spears. So, the Elementalist Spear, which we're going to go through now, is all about the big, big etching spells. It's a whole thing. When you cast the etching on the ground, it'll be a big AoE. You gotta cast other spells inside it, and it pulses every time. And then the skill becomes big and does more damage and stuff. The whole theme with the spear is also more that the it's all about like natural disasters and stuff. Well, that's excellent fashion, Ellie. Thank you. I have been trying to keep it kind of along the using pieces from all along the journey. So we have you know, Astral Conduit from Catalyst, Tempest Sloop, and the Weaver's Gloves. We have the Leyline Shoes from Heart of Thorns, Whispers Leggings from when we were in Order of the Whispers, Runic Shaman Coat from EOD, not EOD, IBS. Yeah. And then we have the Spear from Janthir. Don't have anything from Alona, or Living Roses in 3 or 4. But, you know, it's not bad. Nifty. One day. Yeah.
Hey, Wayfinder.
Okay, training.
There is wild terrain. You must prepare for the unexpected.
Never caught that the etchings were all natural disasters. Oh yeah, yeah. You have Volcano, which
Such might.
bop, 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 bop.
Agile than you look. Well done.
You have this bird that I can't pronounce. I'm scared of mispronouncing it. And you have this other word that I, what? Daraco?
Faster.
Then you have Haboob. What we're doing right now is just training. We're on a training arc. We're avoiding getting smacked. Okay. Then over here, let's see, so we have the skills. That'll cause some CC. That'll do some CC as well. So we can use these skills on their own, and they're pretty helpful. But the main thing with the spear is definitely all about...
Don't you dare pull your punches.
Icelandic word pronounced Yokula. Yokula.
Woo. Need to catch my breath after that.
That's
Ready
cool.
for you.
Our glacial
Don't you
outburst
dare
floods.
pull your punches.
Yeah. Oh, it does say a glacial flood. What is this? It's an intense windstorm. Devastating dust storm. Violent eruption. So there you have it.
Refreshing.
Let's see, some slow. So we do some chill. Some slow.
Such
Oh, we already did the limit. Okay. So we're like mostly there. Now we can hop into the arena here. And we're about to figure out what's about to happen. You're just like, what is a glacial outburst flood? The next line I can definitely read. They occur when a lake fed by glacial meltwater reaches its dam and drains catastrophically. Oh man. Oh, I didn't finish my weeklies yesterday. I was going to. Ow, that hurt. Oh goodness me. Don't come towards me. Don't do it. Don't do it.
marvelous. Parts of a volcano.
Oh, that's right. There's like a whole like way that you want to do this. The different skills, the different 3 skills have different effects. The fire one boosts the damage of your next skill, so you want to give it to the volcano skill because it hits a lot of times and it's just really good.
The brilliant ember. Ah, feels nice.
So like you do that. You do that. Let's see our DPS real quick. Not doing like the worst.
Ancient mountain.
I just didn't finish that. Oh jeez. Not having alacrity for this spear kind of sucks. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Using different skills. Can you stand still, please? Use that one, that one.
Refreshing. The brilliant ember.
Yeah, you really want alacrity for this build. Okay. Or did you add the 1 million focus thing that I'm intensely curious about the beyond? That's been there since like I did the reward system itself. Yeah, that's been there for quite a while.
A potent combination.
First well done that far.
Ocean
Yeah.
trench.
Last I checked, I had one person saving up for it.
Got me.
Yeah.
Blade sword.
Respectful technique.
Better than moon loot.
I actually think I had thought of something, but I'm not entirely sure about it anywhere.
For a brief intermission as the arena is ready for our next event.
So I'm not sure. Not sure. Probably way ahead of me. Possibly. I haven't seen them around too often lately. Let's see. Just did that.
There you are.
Including events, farming, smithing, sparring, and cooking. Did all the training stuff. I'm trying to remember. What did I do? Me, boyfriend, and I are gonna watch things, so I should live out. But hi, bye, have fun, enjoy the story. You have no choice. Well, if I have no choice, then I guess I will. Thank you. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy. Let's see. Doing events. I wonder if the dance might be happening. I think I would see the event by now. Yeah. Farming. Does this? Okay, not farming in this way. I'm not gonna say no to a few cabbages, but yeah. Okay, actually, you know what? We're gonna swap our build again. We're gonna go back to Tempest. Although, oh yes, this was a Connie Tempest thing. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. Here, hold on. Copy, paste. Okay, copy, paste. And then from here, we'll actually go Tempest. We'll do fire, fresh air. We'll want to go fire here. I think generally we do want to go fire. Protection. Auras. We'll have to play around with it a little bit. But we'll go with the alacrity trait so we can give ourselves alacrity. That way we can not have to deal with how slow that can be at times. That should be that. And then what's generally this and this? I think. Looks about right. And then here. Fireworks. We can just go for like. What has precision? Infiltration. If we just go with infiltration, that's gonna put us up. Heh, that's really funny.
Feel the burn!
We just landed on the right setup, yeah. Huh. There we go. Okay, perfect. That's really funny. Cool. Okay, we'll play around with this build. So the whole idea behind this one is we're gonna overload air, get ourselves alacrity, do some damage, and then we have fresh air, so we'll swap out and then immediately get crits, which will proc fresh air, allowing us to go back into air, getting rid of the cooldown, and then we can do the overload air thing again real quick, and then we'll just be able to rotate through that and give ourselves permanent alacrity uptime, which will then, on its own, allow us to use the spear skills a lot more. So that's the plan. Okay, I'm trying to think. I think over here there was something we could do. I should really be using the Warclaw around here. They really buffed the Warclaw with this expansion. Now I can use it. I mean, a lot faster and stuff. Let's see. Troll Tots sound amazing. Okay. So this place we can take a look around what we need. Troll Tots.
There's our little chef. Heard our stomachs rumbling, did you?
Troll Tots. Okay, so we need cabbage, fruit, honey, and then carrot. So cabbage first, which, let's see, cabbage over here. Cabbage, fruit. Where's the fruit? Is it outside? Fish dressing station. Like honey over there. The fruit back in the... Oh, right here. Walk past it. And then honey, which is outside. I know, professional streamer and everything, bringing attention to the green screen that should be working but isn't. Now there's this. What is going on today? It's just being so difficult. Okay. Beehive. Should be able to get honey from this, right? I think.
Faster!
Okay, and then we'll add this. Then we can add carrot. And that's
Sweet,
completion of the heart.
sweet treasure.
And I can check in with Malice, but I can also hand this to you.
Delicious! Rivals my falls cooking.
Beautiful. And we can deposit that. And we will deal with this mess later off stream, probably. Probably. We'll see. Okay.
We should join the dance tonight, don't you
This
think?
is the only proper
I
course.
don't know. What if Twig is there? What if I trip and Twig sees me? Oh, who cares?
Now I shall break you.
Alright, now we gotta check in with Malice. Which actually, there is a hidden achievement at this part. Well, slightly before this part. Any point from when we talked with Kaith up to... I mean, now it's too late, but up to that point where we were doing the heart, you could walk over here and find Malice
Commander, quietly.
and get a hidden achievement.
Catching up on Kodan affairs.
The only meeting worth attending is the one you're not invited to. Seems there's been discussion about those strangers the kid mentioned earlier. Also scouts and what I assume are journeykin, which kicked off some squabbling. Then something about isles, and interestingly, alliance, which led to more squabbling.
What do we have to do with any of this?
Still piecing that together. But now you see why espionage and diplomacy go together like Bover and steak and a cold ale.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're enjoying this.
And Krisha's still trying to convince me that field work gets old after a while. Anyway, the Warclaw Master seems to be the one spearheading all this. She said to speak to her understudy, correct? Wouldn't hurt to see if you can get any info out of it. Something's definitely got them on edge. Our timing could be good or bad.
Alright. Warclaw trainer. That should be down this way. And we'll hop on our Warclaw. Hello there. Your journeykin has taken to you. That bond can grow even stronger. Why don't you put your new friend's nose to work and find me a missing cub? Youngins are naturally curious, which is not always a good thing. They'll wander far and wide, then they'll lose their way back. Track it down, bring it here, and we'll see the state of your bond. Alright, let's go. So we can use the second skill to sniff, catch things around us, and find treasure. Just let me just grab that real quick. Cub scent over here. And leads us around. I happen to already know where it is, but you can follow the tracks along the way. Down here. Get over here and you'll see that it's on the bridge. And then it is right here.
Charged up.
And you can pick it up, and you can take the waypoint, and you can rush back. I think you can mount at this point, but you really don't have to. And you look, you got it on a little basket, and it's just sleeping. Oh, so nice. All right, Burning River. You found the little one. Good on you, stranger. Let me know if you have questions about these fine creatures. Yeah, we'll just hop over. Posed arrow.
Charged. What is it? Straight to the matter. Wayfinders waste no time on windy hellos. Pleasantries be damned.
I see Malice has gotten you up to speed on our communications.
She gifted it to me to keep in touch. A neat device, for sure.
So you waited for me to walk here, when you could have called me?
And forego a chat face-to-face? When you're a stone's throw away? Besides, I imagine it gets tiresome being always reachable. Surely one needs uninterrupted time with their thoughts. Speaking of life's interruptions, my paw requires a favor. Some small task for which he finds you fit. Said to meet him in the lower waterfalls at an old place of ours. Making my way over now. I'll see you there. By the way, I'd make haste if I were you. My paw values promptness. Lateness won't anger him, but it surely won't impress him. I speak not from experience.
Great. Thanks.
I heard things are going smoothly with the lowlanders, Wayfinder. That's good. I'd love to talk. Probably best done in person.
Got a standing invitation with the claws, so let's keep it quick. Might know about you-know-who.
Alright, let's talk with Frode. Let's do it.
Ah, there you are. Tell me, how are the lowland Kodan?
They're a little skeptical, but welcoming. Some creature has them on edge.
My ward has reported the same, the good and the mysterious. Strangers pending. I'm glad it's going well. Now, as for your second mission, any sign of her?
Not yet. Though that Barbed Veil character definitely turned a few heads.
It's a journey, not a race. Haven't gotten much more out of Iskaran myself. I asked Dagda about her departure. Claims that it was a building reaction to the deaths of Boss and Akeem, former court members. Started isolating herself. She was detached from the rest of them, left a note before she fled. But that's all I've gotten so far. I'll let you know if anything else kicks up. Before you head back to the village, Vanak wanted to speak with you about something. A couple rift sightings outside of Moon Camp. Probably good to stay on top of that.
Cryptis, you think?
Maybe not. Could be the strangers. But I bet the Kodan would appreciate it. Could swing them to joining the Alliance.
Not Cryptis, but we're doing rifts? Huh? Down here.
Oh, hello, Wayfinder. What a magnificent opportunity this is. As you may have heard, the Astral Ward as a whole has long been barred from visiting the islands within Janthir. Given the potential dangers, Maban and Iskaran held strict watch over the region. But they did little research into the rich, vibrant history of this place. Our records are simply abysmal. The opportunity we have today is remarkable. Centuries of untouched relics beneath our feet. White Mantle, Wayfarer, archaic Kodan history, Mersat, oh my! Where does one even begin? Are you still listening to me?
Wayfinder, thanks for stopping by. Know you're busy, but I'd like your eyes on this one. Not sure how much Frode said, but we've had a few rift sightings in the area. Don't think it's Cryptis, but I'm not thrilled. That's something you can look into.
Of course.
Alright, time to do some riffs. No, not that one. This one. Okay.
Moon Camp seems to be...
Letting some damage in. Rot Strider. What? Blighted Beast.
such
I thought I
might.
was playing hammer. Forgot. Oh no. So you can activate the. You can do like the etching skills before they're fully powered.
That'll fetch a nice
Which won't be
price.
as good. Let's see, so you start off.
Charged up. Lightning bolt. Feel the burn.
You are all weaklings.
Refreshed air.
Am I not using? Oh yeah.
One challenge down.
I probably just need some. Probably need some boon duration. Here, let's. Concentration. That'll add some. And then this guy for another rift. 26%. I feel like we need more, probably.
Charged up. What the? Feel the burn. Bringing the fire. Lightning.
Yeah, I need some more. Need some more concentration to keep the lacquer up the whole time. Okay.
I'm the master of life. Feel the burn. Charged up.
Let's see if I do. If I do this,
Charged
and
up.
then accuracy. And then do assassin. And change this to assassin. Diviners here. It's like a little bit over cap. I messed up. I stayed in air after past where I wanted to. Still more boon duration though. Okay. Swap these back to Zerkers. And probably want to swap this to Diviners. And then I probably want to do this to that. This back to this. Hold on. There's a process here. This probably wants to go to assassin actually, and then we can take these and go to assassins, but then we can take this and go to Viner. Sometimes when I'm looking for numbers, I'm just like playing around with things. See, 53 boon duration. 9 and 9, 75, 76. Crit chance. Should be tight. It should be fine. It should be fine. If it's not, then well, it's okay. Let's see down there.
Huh. Definitely not cryptids. But I'm not sure what they are. Thanks. I'll pass it up the chain.
Okay.
A fitting end to that.
Home sweet home. Let's see. We're about to gain access to the homestead. So junk. Cool. Use our griffin to fly around. I just want to open up more of the map action real quick. There we go. It's a little better. And we want to pick up the waypoint here. Then we can stop over here. Home sweet home. Abandoned homestead.
Wayfinder. Your punctuality is appreciated.
Sorry I'm late. The Astral Ward called me to check in on something.
A busy figure you must be. Don't worry. Pokey tells me of the positive impression you've made in town. He may seem adrift in his own world, but he's a keen observer. Takes after me in that regard. As you've proven rather neighborly, I've an offer to extend. This property on which you stand belongs to my family. In recent years, it's become unsuited to our needs. Rather than leave it in disrepair, I thought it might serve as a convenient home base during your stay. All I ask in return is that you tend to it. Admittedly, I've neglected my domestic responsibilities. Graciously, Pokey has tried to care for it on my behalf. But his pace of work has always been unhurried. Afraid he gets that from me as well. Have a look around then. See if the place suits you.
Oh, Wayfinder arrives. I bet this is a change from your typical to-dos. 1 minute waging battle, the next relegated to chores. Oh, quite fortunate for us, though. This place has seen a lot, and so have we. Been intending to ask my friends for a hand with all this, but a riveting offer it is not. Sparring? Nah, come help Pokey Dust. That's where the true fun resides. Sometimes I sneak up here, try to get a little done myself, but take my time with things I do. Every so often I fall into a swift pace, but then I come across some remaining trinket of my mother's and, well, I understand why my pa rather keep his distance from this place.
Hey, look, I find a shiny thing.
You found this here. This place is no longer home to me. But perhaps it can be for you. I have no need for it any longer. And I am certain it has none for me.
I'd be honored to look after this place, Stoic Elder.
An explanation is not owed, but it has been earned. This I made long ago for my mate. Silken Weir was her name. A small gift for bringing our little arrow into the world. As a cub, our son would paw at it and play when she held him. On one such occasion, I overheard her tell him, "One day, when you've grown strong and wise, like your paw, I'll make you this arrow's keeper. Then soar you shall, poised and unwavering, on a path of your own making. All these years. Still, she makes me laugh. Like your paw. When forever, it's been clear, the arrow of our lives, who I see more of in our son every day, was her. Then, Jormag came and went. And so did she. Sentimental as I am, I thought she wore this piece off to battle. But clearly now, I see why she left it. For no matter what fate would befall her,
Feel the burn!
the promise to our son she'd keep, that she made sure of. When my son finds himself sickened by grief, I tell him, allow the feeling. Let it wash over you. For when the tide recedes, and it will, it weakens, till it has no power left with which to pull you. I tell him this while I stand ashore, with my own back turned to the sea.
What? Feel the burn!
Damn. Oh yeah, boulders go to the mine. Or I could just not worry about them. Janthir has a lot of dialogue, especially
Extra. Feel the burn!
especially towards the
That was
start.
a blast.
They're all dead, so I can't even. Should have finished that. When going for alacrity on Tempest, you need to finish your overloads.
Feel the burn!
Almost done.
Landslide!
Let's see.
Flooded!
Deal with the flying debris. Gonna get chased.
Flooded! Faster!
Do some spinning.
That was a blast. Bringing the fire.
Ugh. Watch this. Starting a volcano inside the river. And
Nearly finished.
Stoic Elder.
Shaping up quite nicely. Though a bit of decoration would give it a true feeling of home. You'd be wise to speak with Deft Lahar, our homestead master. Decoration is one of the lowland's finest traditions. Quite fond of it myself. I'll be happy to provide suggestions. Been told I have an eye for this sort of thing.
Alright, and now we talk to Def Lahar. Although, I don't remember what all of this still applies once you've done it once. At this point, you end up getting told, like, the first time, you get told to make a bed. So you go around getting crafting materials and you make a bed. They want you to make a specific bed.
Yeah? Your leader sent me. I'm fixing up an old home of his.
So Ald's finally doing something about that place. Huh. And you're helping? Told him 1,000 times I'd help. But no, rather trust some half-witted meat slab. Well,
Rude.
tough. Every homesteader in town needs materials for their pet projects.
Who's there?
No one.
Talking to someone you are. My ears are far sharper than yours.
No one worth a bother.
Damn. Def Lahar is rude. So yeah, now we use our 3 skill and we walk backwards. Gotta make sure we don't get too far away. We'll pull it down. We can collect it. Let's see where... Here's the other one. We want to make sure we don't get too far away. Because if we get too far away, we will break the chain.
I don't think I have. In the mud, the bog even stirs. Her hands and teeth knit.
Bop.
Don't let her voice into your thoughts,
Collect lumber.
or else her screams shall.
Let's see. We want to go... There's some up here. Yeah, there is. Should be enough to finish it out. Collect lumber. Almost there.
You did all that?
Mm-hmm.
That fast?
Sure did.
Got work ethic, that I'll give you. What are you fixing to craft, exactly?
Well, the place could use pretty much everything.
That bad, huh? Start with the basics, then. How about a bed? Simple, practical, and if you screw it up, you won't have far to fall when the thing collapses. Now, I can give you instructions, but I can't build the damn thing for you. 'Tis the beauty of crafting. So try your hand. You get stuck, do like us lowland. Look around. No better builder than nature. Shapes, angles, patterns, all intentional, all ripe with purpose. Take birds' nests. Don't see the birds sleeping on slats of wood, huh? So you might want to follow suit. Lucky for you, best weaver in the town is right behind me. I'd still deem her best even if she weren't right behind me.
Wouldn't bet my last bit of thread on it.
Heh. Patient Willow.
Here your bed's a bit bare. Nothing to fret over. There's plenty of patterns a novice could weave well enough. Know what you're thinking. How could such unwieldy paws weave so delicate a pattern? The trick is in the tips of the claws, perfect for detailed work. Some fine things come from places overlooked, Now let's see. Perhaps... Oh, I know just the one. Used in many a tradition. Consummation of mates. Coming of age. Symbolizes new beginnings. Yes, she'll do right by you both. Best make haste now. Bald will be waiting on you. Wish him well for me.
And tell him he's hard-headed as they come about asking for help. But good on him for finally letting some light in.
Do I actually have to... Do I actually have to make a bed here? Or is it because... Did I get rid of the bed? Oh, so yeah, I should show off. That's how you get the, do I have to do the story step itself? Hold on, let me check real quick. Do I have the materials in my storage? Cause they want me to have... Yeah. Lowland pine, yeah, that's good. Is it through the instance here? Yeah, probably, huh? I think I already have a bed. It might update here.
Hopefully Har was receptive to your interest in his craft. Or at least tolerant.
He was glad to hear you're getting the place in order.
Okay. So yeah, they quickly went through all the steps. What you need to do is there's like 3 different stations for like refinement. So you can take wood and turn or refined wood.
You're not seen this pattern in some time. You met Willow as well, then. Pokey, does that blanket look familiar?
We had one, yes? On your bed. You and Ma. Forgot all about that.
A gift from a dear friend. For 2 young lovers embarking upon a life together. Funny how life can sprout anew from seeds long buried.
Okay, hold on. I want to talk about the things. Hold on. So there's 3 separate like areas. There's this one here, where normally there's like right here. There's like a refinement thing for like plants and stuff. Over here is the refinement for the lumber. So you can hand in a bunch of stuff per week. You can upgrade the amount of efficiencies. So things take less. You can upgrade the amount you can get. You can spend gold on the wood if you are done.
Goodbye.
You just want to get more stuff. Then over here, there's one for like ores and stuff. And then you take all the materials you want. You go to the handiwork workbench.
Fired up.
And you can craft a bunch of stuff. I've already trained the mastery a bunch, so I have a huge amount of recipes. But, oh, and I've also been buying recipes from separate things. You do get a lot with just the mastery, but, and you craft them, and then you can hit L to select and place decorations, and then that's how you place the stuff. And of course, there's erase, there's modify, and there's place new ones. You can move them, you can rotate them, you can change the scale, that sort of stuff. You can turn into a bee, so if you want to decorate in the air or anything, you know.
Fired up.
Then you just hit L again, and you can exit the decorating mode. Alright, Stoic Elder, what's up?
A fitting choice, Wayfinder. One of many to come, I'm sure. As you continue making this place yours, my only request is that you keep our village close to heart. Any additions, mines, farms, lumber mills, and the like, can be of greater good to your community. May your new beginning here serve you well.
Remember nestling my way between you and Ma for warmth. Imagine me trying that now.
You've grown so much. We'd scarce have space to sneeze.
Fading Aurora, hello there.
Thought you'd still be here. I'm interrupting.
No, just saying our goodbyes. Rude it is to overstay in another's home.
Indeed. Wayfinder, you can really pull a place together.
Bit envious myself.
I came to pass along a message from Barbed Vale. She requests your presence at the hunting outpost a bit west of here.
What does she need?
Believe it has to do with the Journeykin. She'll provide you the details.
Alder, Pokey, take whatever time here you need. My home is always open to you.
Already the Wayfinder makes for a better neighbor than those obnoxious trolls.
Alright. Loot. Leave. We're going westward to the Journeykin place. We're going to talk with Barbedville? Was it? I don't remember. Okay. We'll head over to this waypoint. And then we will do my favorite thing in the world. Hold on. Okay. God walking amongst mere mortals. Up, up, up.
Fired up!
What did you do? So here's a spa, which has a waypoint. Grab that. Hot springs. Then over here is the Journeykin place. Alright, Barbedville.
You really saved me back there. It's a good thing you were looking out for that.
Our paths cross again, Wayfinder. Welcome to our hunting outpost. Here we prepare game to feed our village, as well as foster wildlife. Take only what can be repaid. That is our motto. Yet the tundra is not so benevolent. Nature's temperament is both nurturing and brutal. Generations spent here have taught us kinship is key to survival. And we lowland have found no better friend than the Journeykin. It'd do you well to spend some time bonding with them. The best friendships are worth the time. In the case of Journeykin, it can mean the difference between life and death.
Okay. I think at some point here it's like, oh, you should absolutely, like, get the masteries.
Scratch behind the ears goes a long way. Just say.
But again, I've already done that. Followed. You just cycle through all the war claws. You can just keep petting them. Do the whole thing that way. And of course, canceling the petting animation so you go faster. Back, quickly.
You know, Wayfinder, a quality scritch under the chin does wonders for winning them over.
All the way back. It's just repeating this. It's a fairly easy heart if you just do this. There we go.
The journeykin have taken to you. Not surprising. Now, Wayfinder, it is I who seek your aid in taming beasts of this land. Concurrent with your arrival, our council received reports of unidentified creatures roaming the wilds. Strangers among lands, or so we've deemed them.
What do you know about these creatures?
Little more than that they're unknown monsters, never before seen in the area. After some debate, a scouting party was assembled to study their behavior. But as of late, we've lost contact. Upon request, your Malice and Keith have joined our search. So too, I ask your help on behalf of Claw and Council.
I'll convene with Malice and Keith. Between the three of us, we can cover more ground.
Your alliance is versed in threats of the unknown. Our efforts combined improve chances of shepherding our scouts home. Take heed. A thick fog now rolls across the great tundra. Trust your journeykin to guide you.
I'm just gonna collect this honey flower real quick. Alright, missing in action. Let's go. Harmire.
There you are. Over here, Commander.
Any sign of the party?
Nothing yet. With any luck, the scouts got turned around in this fog and simply wandered off course.
The more boots we have on the ground searching, the more likely we are to run into them. Barbed Veil insists the area is free of natural predators. Regardless, let's stay alert.
Absolutely.
We're surrounded.
It's never just a walk in the woods, is it?
Supposed to start on here. Keep forgetting that.
Lightning bolt!
Looks like we've hit a junction.
I'm having trouble getting a consistent read on our location. Out here, we'll have to rely on your war claw for navigation. See if it can point us in the right direction.
Pungent smell seeps from the rot pile. Given the nearby tracks, it seems to have come from the east of here. Yeah, let's go. So we're just gonna go ahead and do this. And then diviners. Gotta have the concentration. Can take one of these.
Look out! Our friends are back!
That works.
Had more than enough of you.
Charged up! Lightning! Feel the burn!
Charged up.
There we go.
Drown in my power. Feel the burn.
Which way, Commander?
There we go. Okay. Clues. Smell that? Awful. Let's try heading up this hill.
Fired up. Air.
Come along now, you two.
There's someone ahead!
Feel the burn. That was a blast.
Tried to cast it a few times, so I was like, no, what a sign. I just swapped it back to air so I could get my Alexi still.
Charged up.
I think we're getting closer. But whatever we're getting closer to, I don't like it in the slightest.
Over here. A survivor.
Oh, hi there.
Wallowing spineless in the filth they create for themselves.
Is this a false god? Come to terrorize a new people.
A legendary mark. I'll mount its head on my wall.
It's a very Norn response there. Ugh. Pulling me into its boon corruption. That's rude. It'd be hard to keep boons up against this guy.
I better be wrong. This better not be what I think it is.
The guy left. Clearly we're not good enough.
To cower, while its lackey takes the heat.
Need to keep her conscious. I'll tend to her, while you two handle the spawn.
Gladly.
Mine.
Oh, jeez.
Bringing the fire.
Yeah.
How's the scout? Fired up.
Holding on, but just barely. She needs medical attention.
This won't take much longer.
Lightning bolt. I'm lacking the will.
Got a CC. I'd like to have quickness as well.
Where are you going? Malice!
Job's not done yet.
We'll have plenty of time for that. But for her, it's running out. She needs a healer.
Kate's right. We go for help first. Then we talk to the council.
Fine. But this goes beyond just the council. We need to notify the Alliance. And have the bodies identified.
Unless you want one more to identify, let's move.
Once she's safe, I'll contact Krisha. Have her call for an emergency meeting.
How you feeling, Keith?
Better than moon loot.
Everyone okay?
I've got my hands full with an injured Kodan and a riled Char, but I'm fine. I imagine the Alliance is going to act fast. You should prepare your account of what happened here.
What a fight that was. You okay?
Is that what I think it was? I'm okay, I'm fine. We don't know for sure. It could have been... maybe. I need to call Krisha.
Alright. Let's hop out of here. Letter from Krisha. Imperator Krisha Stunglow, emergency session of Tyrian Alliance. The Tyrian Alliance has called an emergency session to address recent reports coming out of Janthir. This threat must be addressed immediately. Please return Alliance Arch at once. Details to follow. Well, let's go then. Okay.
This is where your alliance congregates.
Not unlike the homesteads of Holbrook.
The stories from this trip will make good fodder when I return. Gossip sits in their bellies like a fresh harvest.
You'll get plenty of that. How can we prep you for the show?
Honey wine, but we've none to spare. I'll be fine. We've hosted travelers over time, with little more to bargain besides information. I'm not unaware of the world. Just been a long time since we've needed to seek aid from others.
You and I are aligned, at least.
Good. After you, Wayfinder.
That door just like... it just opened like that. Hey everyone, how you doing?
All members are present. Ah, welcome leadership from the Pact. Finally. The room is getting fuller by the day. We can begin.
We thank the Council for their discretion and speed. Your summons said as much, but recent developments are troublesome.
Are the cryptids back? Are they not so contained?
A different threat. Warden Frode, your report?
A Titan has been sighted in Janthir. A few of my Astral Ward in the area got a good look after it fled into the bay.
A Titan? I've certainly read of them. The burning of Ascalon. The door of Komali. Stories filled with deception. Are you sure?
Yes. Multiple first-hand accounts of a giant insectile beast. The Ward is gathering all the readings we can.
Our records are likely dated, mind you. And this one may be more evolved than the hive we've encountered before.
Luckily, the commander was in the right place at the right time. Witnessed the attack alongside Kaith and Imperator Malice.
Oh yeah, well, that's convenient.
Counselor.
It's all true. While working with the Astral Ward in Janthir, we encountered the Kodan of Harvest Den. We sought to establish diplomatic bonds with them on behalf of Queen Jenna when the Titan attacked. Its spawn kept us busy while it fled into the bay, smart enough to avoid a fight. But my experience is limited. Today I've brought Stoic Alder, the Claw of the Lowland Kodan, to share his. Charged up!
We noticed a change 3 seasons ago. The wildlife reacted first. They fled south. Bearkin went missing. We kept our suspicions level. It could have been any great creature. Janthir is fierce. But then, the land started to sour. I assumed it was your cryptis, but those ones attacked our mines, not the grasslands. This is a very different beast. My bearkin have lived in Janthir longer than your cities have stood tall. We know danger well. We respect its boundaries. But this being mats my fur. Whatever a Titan is, whatever this creature seeks, we should be cautious. The fact that he's taken refuge near the ruins of Bavanisos paints an uncertainty that we shouldn't allow to brew.
How many are there? One, you say?
That we've confirmed. He fled to the north while his spawn kept us distracted. Even the little one was nasty.
Titans are not solitary. We'd know if there were 20. But I'd expect at least 2, maybe 6. And I don't count their spawn.
What does the Astral Ward advise? This feels like the definition of your expertise.
I'd like to hear that too. The Astral Ward should offer the Scepter of Ore.
Lady Livia, do I want to know what happened to the poor guards stationed at the door?
I haven't protected that thing for a century and a half for it to collect dust and foul memories. Lost to time, I thought. You have the scepter?
We do. The lady surrendered it not long ago. Safer in my reserves than a velvet crypt beneath divinity's reach.
You know it's a good idea, Iskarin.
I don't know this legend. What is this Scepter of Ore? A weapon?
Legavo. Cast from raw magic by the seers. It was made to control beasts from the mists.
A solution perfectly sculpted to our problem. The answer is dropped into our laps.
The scepter should remain dormant.
And why's that, Your Majesty?
Pick a legend. That is a history caked in blood. All of its wielders have met some ill-carved fate.
Besides myself, of course. And she looks great.
Until we know what we're dealing with, I'd sooner pick up a sword again than leave our fate to archaic mysticism.
Stubborn as Linus. Your mother would be horrified.
Enough! Are we walking on coals? Queen Jenna, if you don't see this as feasible, what do you propose?
The scepter is an extreme solution to a fresh problem. We should send the commander back to Janthir to learn more.
I agree with the Queen. We don't know nearly enough about the threat at hand, or how useful the scepter would be here.
Well, I think we should get it over with and just try the damn thing. What are we risking here?
This creature is closer to my borders than yours. And Stoic Alder's Kodan are even closer. Harming our people is the risk.
Letting this thing roam about is just as dangerous to them.
Perhaps. But the scepter could do much worse. We are simply at an impasse.
Then what do we do?
We vote on it.
It's a sound motion. We did form the Alliance for a reason.
Someone will be disappointed with the decision. Or dead.
Ideally, these Titans, and not us.
The Queen is right. I don't think everyone is going to agree.
And so we vote. Take some time to think. When everyone is prepared to make their decisions and has returned to their places, we'll begin.
Charged up!
Niskarin, what do you think? Starting to regret my decision to open up the ward to the world. Our hands are tied, and half these delegates are voting on things they know nothing about. It's enough that the ward is joining the fight this time. We have things far worse than the scepter locked away. If they are afraid of it, I doubt they are ready to learn the real truth of the world. Let's just worry about the scepter for now.
I don't disagree with caution. The risk is critical in dire moments, but I will abide by their decision. Historically, if the Ward needed to take action, we simply took it. I must wait now. I don't want to regret this.
Never thought I'd say it, but dealing with June is easier than dealing with this. Ganthirs are not afraid of taking risk, but Jenna is right. Risk without thought leads to tragedy. Don't disagree. Don't know if we can calculate that risk yet. Gantha has had enough tragedy, Commander. I know what I have to do. Fair enough.
Thankfully, Cantha had not yet closed its borders before the events Dagonet described. I've read of the Titans, and I've read of all that connected them. Abaddon, Shiro. It feels too complicated to make a sudden choice. I'd advise caution, but I see it in your eyes already.
Fools. Surrounded by fools. Magic, like anything, is a tool. We would not misuse the scepter. Diplomacy means accepting the decision regardless. Fools.
You know my take. If we have a solution, we should use it. If the Astral Ward is so powerful, they owe us a demonstration.
If Ritlick was here, he wouldn't hesitate to use the scepter. He'd dive in without a thought, just like before, and suffer the consequences after. He also wouldn't hesitate to save lives. With Ritlick on that one. So do whatever Ritlick wouldn't do. I've made my decision, Commander. So was the right one.
Lot to consider, but I think I know my stance. We'll see how this resolves.
Wayfinder, having fun? Can you tell me more about the scepter? What do you want to know? Why is the scepter so dangerous to use?
The Seers are frustrating collaborators, not overly fond of sharing. You saw how specific and arcane the Shining Blade was. Legavo is similarly complex. It tests the will of its user, judges their intent. If the user is found wanting, well, those names have long been lost to time and memory.
How are you able to wield the scepter?
Isn't it obvious? It saw my intent, to bring the White Mantle and their Mersat overlords to ruin for their abuse of the Bloodstones. The sacrifices, King Jaden's death. Ignore me. Musings from long ago. It offered me vengeance. I sent many enemies of Kryta to their oblivion. Probably liked the blood. It was fortunate that Isgarin and I crossed paths when we did, though. Even I have limits. As for you, well, you don't lack for will. Even death couldn't stop you. I wouldn't bet against you.
Why do you think the scepter would be helpful here?
Before those unfortunate bandits, and then myself, its prior wielder was, let's just say, a little problematic. Vizier Kilbron. He was responsible for sinking ore. I'm sure you've heard that particular story many times. While the scepter wasn't responsible for the cataclysm, it was a very dense situation. Whenever a god is involved, and especially a fiendish one at that, certain cultural anxieties come to light. I don't suggest it lightly, but it was cast to control creatures from the mists. Kilbron used it to control the Titans. There is risk, certainly. We don't know how well it works, or if it does anymore. But we should try.
Commander, you have seen the consequences of rash actions. Using the scepter is a mistake. Anything the White Mantle has touched should never be trusted. You're right. Caution is going to be critical moving forward. Titans have not yet pushed onto the mainland. We have time. So we don't regret this.
I wish they could understand that what seems like an easy solution is often muddied with complication. But the final call is not mine. It can't be if we seek genuine unity. But whatever is chosen, we will live with it.
Ludo may be a blowhard, but it doesn't mean she's wrong. We should not let the risk of what the Scepter could do eclipse what we know the Titans are doing. Stacking one problem on top of another doesn't seem wise. Another day, another crisis. Let's hope caution does not prevent the proper response. We'll see what the others think.
I hear everyone's concerns, but between us, I don't know. We've endured so much pain already. Can you blame anyone for wanting to end things quickly?
Kinda speaking from experience here, but leaning on ancient magic isn't worth the cost.
Dragons, rogue gods, plagues, a lich. Why not the return of the Titans? Your people are survivors, and now we need to help the Kodan survive. Perhaps. But none of those problems had easy solutions either. If only they had.
When Queen Jenna invited me to the Alliance, I didn't think things would spice up so quickly. Ilona has a long history with events such as this. I know my response. Think on yours.
What must our new Kodan ally think of us, watching us bicker like saplings? They're an old race, deriving wisdom from thousands of years of history. We should stand together, not brawl. That wisdom will let them and tell them to be cautious. We shouldn't risk anything. Stand by my decision, Commander. Think on yours.
I don't know, Commander. I'm prone to agree with the Queen's hesitation. We know so little.
Okay. Back to our places, yeah.
The last delegate has returned to their podium. It is time. All in favor of utilizing the Scepter of Ore to combat the Titan threat, say yay. And those who oppose, preferring the commander return to Janthir to conduct further research, nay.
We're all so shy. I'll start. Nay.
Nay.
Yay.
Yay! A firm nay.
Nay.
Krisha?
Yay.
Nay.
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 And we will not be using the scepter. More research is critical before we make such a call.
And when we do need the scepter, are we voting again?
We very well might, Counselor. For now, we are investigating the threat. If more action is needed, we will approach that. Imperator Malice, Kaith, and the Commander will return to Janthir with Stoic Alder immediately. Learn all you're able.
Stoic Alder, do your people have a secure route into the Isles? If Iskarin is correct...
And I am.
Then we should expect the worst. At least one Titan has returned to Tyria.
I've sent scouts to map the ruins before. We can approach from the south, take the river inland, and establish camps. These things threaten my home, my son. My spear will aid this alliance.
Adjourned.
We have so many people to talk to. Kaith?
What was it like? Horrifying. We've faced many threats, big ones, but this time felt different. I don't want to catastrophize and call it an omen, but this creature escaping or entering from the mists is a scary concept.
You're not catastrophizing. Things that used to be rare suddenly feel like a routine season.
Krisha?
Imperator, I would watch your tone. Anyone but me might disapprove.
My tone? My tone is fine. It's your logic that isn't. This is a Titan we're dealing with. What they did to our people...
Awful. and the things they made us do were worse. But that doesn't mean we should turn to some cursed wand. I hear your opinion, I agree. But you're Ash. Collecting data and understanding every corner is how you rose to Imperator. So, are you level-headed enough to return to the field?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Krisha has to be the Connor. Just saying. It's gotta be it.
Any strong feelings about the vote, you two?
I'm happy with the result. When we're dealing with gods, or creatures that pretend to be gods, caution must be observed. Maybe they want us to make the obvious choice. There's no way to know until we do our research.
It's certainly not my place. I'm just the royal messenger to the Dominion's great house, after all.
Just the royal messenger. She is very modest.
But I can see both sides. I see the want to dissolve the problem swiftly, and I also see the need to be patient.
Politics can be very delicate indeed. And knowing the song behind your opposition's march is critical in informing your own.
Sure don't envy you two. I just hope this gets cleaned up before anyone else gets hurt.
Foolish. What a silly decision. One more bad report for the Arcane Council. I'll be fine. Just fuming. Move along.
Bram.
Well, I can't argue with the majority. Their suspicions must be warranted. I just don't want more destruction.
Neither do I, brother.
Queen Jenna.
I wouldn't have advised that call, my queen. I think there's a better option. A smarter option.
It's good you're not her advisor, then.
This is why I don't keep both of you on my shoulder at the same time. Agree to disagree, Lady Livia. You are welcome to express your opinion, but I do not share it.
Iskarin.
Iskarin, must I remind you that we are trying to prove a point in our participation here?
If we weren't in this alliance, the Titans would be taken care of.
That the Astral Ward does not make quick decisions. We think things through. And you don't know that. We have so few members now. The Spire may be irreparable. And you are tired, my friend. We all need each other. Tyria isn't safe from the mists anymore.
Oh. We have representative from the Hylock. That's great. Huh. Kodan. We have the people from the other orders.
Might need some of that honey wine myself.
I don't envy your status, Wayfinder. My mate was the Globetrotter. I prefer the personal politics of the village council. The Isles should make us nervous. The lowlands are familiar, but we never stay long. If you haven't heard my warnings yet...
Starting to get a good idea.
Remain honest, and we'll wash our paws of this. We meet in Janthir.
Alright, back to Harvest Den. Let's go. And we can get that. We can get there by using, not fishing. Doorway.
Charged up.
Then I get to go to Hearth's Glow. And then, yum. lowland shore.
They're battering bridges faster than I'm able to repair them. Fired up!
We are heading... Oi. Thank you. Riverstead is back up this way. I simply want to take this route because... Oh. Thought it was in a slightly different place.
You're back. We need to reach the northern shore. Yesterday. No time to pack.
The spirit is raging. What's wrong?
Fading Aurora. She left the village. We have to go after her. She won't survive a day on the Isles by herself.
She went to the Isles? Why?
I don't know. She didn't say exactly. When Pa returned, he told the council about your meeting. The Titans.
Did he go with her?
No. He's with the council now. She left on her own. I'll bet you my best skipping stone that she went after the stranger. I'm going after her too.
We should tell your father. See if we can rally a few spears.
I'm not asking for his permission, and I don't need you to lead the way. I'm heading to the North Shore. I'll take a boat into the Isles and see if I can catch up to her. You're not obligated to join me, but I won't turn you away.
The determination of a warrior. I hope your father doesn't skin me for this.
Janthir Century. Let's go. Dive. Grab the waypoint. And... Oh. I didn't realize the starry step was right there. We'll probably have to get back up. Yep. Just back this way real quick. Let's see.
This is as far inland as we can get. We'll have to continue on foot.
Have you been here before?
A few times, but never without Ma or Grandma.
What about Stoic Alder?
He wouldn't bring me. No. Doesn't think it's safe.
Look.
Titan spawn.
We follow those. I bet we'll find Fading Aurora.
Give me just a minute real quick, actually. Have to answer a question. Fading Aurora. Let's go.
Strangers ahead. We'll fight through them.
Do we have to fight
Careful,
them?
Cub. This isn't a race.
What if I just want to leave?
The Valraven should be drawn to the carnage, but the presence of the strangers keeps them away.
Mother, watch us. I hope your friend is alive.
There. Fading Aurora. Come on.
Through here? Yes.
The multiplicity of your bestial nature flickers dull without air. I am Greer, and you are small.
Hi there, Greer. How you doing?
Aurora, we came to help. Let's kill this thing and go home. Please.
My boy, you need to get out of here.
Lightning.
More moths to flame, sizzling with melancholy as they reach my ember.
You all need to listen to me. We need to clear the spawn and debris from the area. Right now, he holds control of this environment. If we can balance the odds, I may be able to overwhelm him. Just enough. Pokey, do you have my seeds?
I never leave home without them.
Good.
Fired up.
Fascinating is your dedication to dying plots. I will turn this swamp to rot.
Thunder. Charged up. That was a blast. Fired up. Air. Feel the burn.
He's dodging. So some of these mechanics are like the... That was rude. Sorry. Some of the mechanics are the same or similar to the mechanics that happen in the raid, or the convergence, or the meta event. Because there's like 4 or 5 different fights with this guy.
Feel the burn.
Just trying to see what all similarities there are. Some of the similarities are the freaking CCs in this fight. Jeez. And it's mostly from the ads, not him, but like, rude.
That was a blast. Feel the charged up. Charged up. Feel the burn. That was a blast.
It's done. What now, Aurora?
Plant the seeds throughout the swamp. I'll warn you, they're very magical.
Okay. Dodging combat because we can.
Watch out for his spawn. Dodge out of their way. We don't want to lose any seeds.
I've got more seeds.
No.
Jeez. I'm lacking the will.
Come on.
Flooded. Faster.
Aegis.
I see now. Your plans are undoing his corruption. It's magic, but it's balance.
Exactly.
I trust you.
Come on. Ugh. Keep going, keep going. Nope. Launching out. One last one. Fading Aurora. Get off the ground. We have no time for that.
It's working. Aurora, it's working.
So sweet is the honey on your lips.
Mine.
Just before his talons catch victory by the throat.
Pokey! Charge the lightning! Feel the burn!
Calm your tantrum. We have a score to settle.
Sweet is this.
I'm speaking to you. Look at me. Last warning. Very well.
Aurora!
Yeah.
Waiting sorrow.
I will explain.
What are you?
That burn!
Is she gonna stay behind it?
Feel the burn! Lightning bolt!
Or lightning?
Feel the burn!
Choking on the weight of my own dejection.
It is done.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I've got a burning question or two.
I wouldn't get too close. Not until we have answers. Who are you?
Pokey, I will not hurt you.
Don't call me that. That's what my ma called me. Who are you?
I am waiting sorrow.
Not some healer from the Shiver Peaks, I take it. I can practically feel the magic dripping from your paws.
I am not. I'm...
A rogue wizard. The Astral Ward is looking for you, Waiting Sorrow.
The moment they called you Wayfinder, I assumed your mission was to hunt me down.
Hunt is a strong word.
What fables did he tell you of me? That I take children and siphon their young magic?
Only that I'm to assume you're dangerous.
I helped you kill the beast, didn't I? If I was going to harm any of you, my hands would already be cleaned of it. Poised arrow. I'm sorry. I can explain everything. I just need you to give me some time before we tell anyone.
You don't want my paw to know.
It's not the right time.
And I still have a few questions myself.
With time.
Are you okay?
I feel sick. My gut is turning and my arms won't still. I don't know what to think. I need to count the trees and mull it over.
Are you going to tell your father? I wouldn't blame you if you did.
I want to. I don't know if I should. I'll think about it. My ma taught me to step away when a hunt became too taxing. My thoughts and tongue aren't aligned.
Wise advice. Take as long as you need. I'll keep an eye on her.
Yeah, they're getting some research camps set up nearby. I'll be there. Gonna take a walk.
Where is he going?
To think. If I just learned that my mentor was wanted for ambiguous transgressions, I'd be on the fence too.
I left a note. Ren should have known I meant no harm.
If you're talking about Isgarin, I think we both know better than to assume he's rational.
What do you suggest then? Shall you haul me back to Omnitas, paws and chains?
Do Titans still roam the Isles? Can we count this battle fought?
Isgarin said to expect numbers, even if those numbers are low.
The earth here rumbles. I wouldn't blink if another stranger still walked upon these lands. The tendrils of my power reach outward, but the mistburn is disrupting my senses.
Mistburn? Does that have something to do with the Titans?
In part. Energy radiates from the mists. I expect wherever our Titan came from, it was steeped in it. It bleeds into our realm.
It'll be an exciting hunt. So, what are we going to do with you?
Well, I'm not in chains yet. Why don't you tell me? If you don't tell the ward, I will not flee. Let us deal with them later.
I don't know the stakes under which you were advised to track her down, but she did help us kill the thing.
I've carried enough secrets in my pocket to know how burdensome that weight can be.
Then let me offer this. I will return to them, but only when I know my kin are secured from immediate danger. Let me roam on my own terms until then. I've only just adjusted to life without Iskarin's shackling gaze.
The flame in your core is bright. Let's agree to a truce. For now.
I haven't fought like that in a few decades. Maintaining a facade absent magic has left my flame flickering and, delicate. Will you make sure Pokey is well while I recover?
We'll tend to the cub, but don't get any ideas.
Impossible.
Commander, you're far more versed on the Astral Ward than we are. But you might owe us a bit of an explanation.
Not your mess. It's hardly mine. I don't want to put you two in a tough spot.
Please, you're traveling with the Imperator of the Ash Legion and a thief turned diplomat. We can do covert.
With all the intel we've gathered so far, probably not far behind with our own assessments.
Sure. When I met with Frode back at Moon Camp, he told me to keep an eye out for their missing wizard. I've heard the name, but not much else. She left the Astral Ward on uncertain terms, which makes Iskarin nervous.
Iskarin makes me nervous. Should we be afraid of her?
Maybe caution over fear. Didn't strike me as dangerous when she threw herself in front of Pokey.
We can do cautious, Commander.
Far as I know, she helped us fight that thing. Hell of a lot more than Iskarin has done here.
Okay, Iskarin was going to use the scepter. He would have done that immediately if he was not part of the Alliance. Let's calm down a little bit here. Listen. Like he definitely didn't help. He didn't help in the crypto situation. Fine.
From the mistburn.
Yeah. Different things. Oh, hey there, Stoic Elder.
Stoic Alder.
If you're looking for Poised Arrow, he's not here. Your scuffle with the stranger left his mind raw. I don't know what you endured. I haven't seen him so heavy with angst since Silken Weir left us.
I can explain.
After the mainland attack, his nerve was turbulent. He said you were left with little choice. My son survived. Your friends survived. I don't need to mourn what didn't come to fruition.
The creature that killed your kin is dead. Smelled like the morning after a party.
Another sunset. Did you find Aurora? Pokey didn't say.
She wasn't with the dead. A good sign, but we'll keep looking.
We'll settle camp and assess. Our forebears built sites across the Isle. Way stations, constructed after the Masat fell. Isgaren's warning hasn't escaped me. If a Titan lives, we'll find it. You can tell your alliance that. Wayfinder, my son, is Pokey okay?
Was that his first fight? Against something of that scale?
Of that scale? No. With distance and time, he'll come back to us with a clear head. Oh, I think Graced by Fire was looking for you and your allies. Probably wants to thank you.
On your feet again, so soon after the attack? Kaith might have something to say about that.
Rest is for a calm soul. If I sit for long, I'll turn into a cub with a gut full of honey. I also heard the news. You killed it? The stranger?
Yeah. Just glad we got the kid out of there in one piece. Could have gone bad.
If my companions saw what that creature left behind, they'd be mortified. Spent their lives learning this land, protecting it. I'm relieved Pokey is okay, though.
Me too. But until we know what's left to fight, may as well find our footing. How can I help you stay seated? You need rest.
If you're offering, I could use a scout. Wilderness abounds. Only a few of us have spent any real time on the island. With the Astral Ward and Bearkin moving inland, your help charting the area would benefit everyone.
Hope I pull through.
I've also observed troubling behavior among the local wildlife. Frenzied, enraged. Creatures that don't usually attack. But that can be our problem next. But once you're done charting, come back to me.
Hear what happened to Guiding Star's expedition team? They were attacked not once, but twice.
Okay.
This isle is
well, we're gonna go ahead and call it here for the stream. We will do more of that next week, and we'll keep doing more Guild stuff throughout this week. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Very much appreciate it, and take care. Goodbye, everybody.